Hello, and we're back again. How was your day? I hope you're having a good time. So today we're reading our story again, and it is... That's right, Don't Be Horrid, Henry. Can you remember the author? What does the author do? She writes the stories. Very good. And her name is Francesca Simon, and the illustrator draws the pictures, and his name is Kevin McElneenan. Now, what I want you to do today is I want you to think very carefully. Can you remember what happens at the start of the story? Can you remember? Does he go to the shops? Does he drive in a car? No? Okay, what does he do? He flies a kite? No, that's not at the beginning. Good recall, he does try to get his brother into trouble, but that's not at the beginning. At the beginning of the story, we learned that Henry, when he was a baby, he was very loud and he was very noisy. And when his brother was born, his baby brother, he got very upset. Now, there's a word that we can use to describe when you're upset when someone else comes along and takes the attention away from you, and that is jealousy. Now, it's not nice to be jealous of anyone, especially your baby brother. Now, it does happen, but very soon your little brother or sister will grow up and the attention will come back to you. But for a short time, everyone is more interested in the baby because it's someone new. And that does happen, but there's no need to be jealous. You've got a new little brother or sister to help look after and have fun with, and they will be with you all through your life to support you, to play with you, to help you. Okay? Now, at the end, what happened in the story? I'll give you a moment to have a think. Can you remember? Very good. The dog came and scared Henry or Peter? Peter. Okay, very good. The dog came and scared Peter, and Henry came and rescued him by saying, very good, go away. And then what happened? Mummy got upset and she thought that Henry was bothering his brother. Very good, but he wasn't. He was being a hero. Very good. I love your recollection of what happened in the story. So let's read through. Don't be horrid, Henry. Henry was a horrid baby. You see, he's throwing everything out of his pram. That's not very nice. He screamed in the morning, he screamed in the evening, and he screamed at night, and he never slept. He put breakfast on his head, lunch on the floor, dinner on the walls, and his nappies. Be-you! What a stink! Then his brother Peter was born. Peter was a perfect baby. He smiled all day and slept all night. His nappies were never dirty. Well, almost never. Henry was not very happy when Peter arrived at home. In fact, he was furious. Now, furious means, that's right, very angry. He wasn't happy to have a brother at home. I've had just enough of this baby, he said to Mummy. Kitty, 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 said Mummy, and she played with his little brother. Time to take that baby back to the hospital, he said to Dad. Here's my little Blumpykins, said Daddy. Henry glared at Peter. This house isn't big enough for both of us, he thought. What does glared mean? Can you think? Do you know? No? Okay, glared is when you look angrily at someone without blinking and you sort of stare. You see what I'm doing with my eyes? I'm glaring at you, looking very intensely at you. And usually it's not in a good way. Okay? Horrid Henry tried posting Peter. He tried dumping Peter. He tried losing Peter. He tried letting the wind blow him away, but none of that worked. Perhaps he'll leave, thought Horrid Henry, hopefully. Unfortunately, Peter didn't. He just kept getting bigger and bigger. Sitting in Henry's chair, playing with Henry's toys, swinging on Henry's swing, and being a total nuisance. Now, what does nuisance mean? Are you a nuisance? You don't know? Okay. A nuisance is someone who's really annoying and always getting in the way and being troublesome. Mom! Peter kicked me! Screamed Henry. Don't be a telltale, Henry. Dad! Peter's bashing my teddy. He's only little, Henry. Mom! Henry's hitting me, said Peter. Don't be horrid, Henry. Dad, Henry knocked down my Legos. Don't be horrid, Henry. Why doesn't Peter ever get into trouble, muttered Henry. Then Horrid Henry had a wonderful, wicked idea. Peter, said Henry sweetly, would you like to dig a hole to China? Oh, yes, said Peter. Henry pointed to Mum's newly dug flower bed. Dig here, he said. It's easier. So Peter started digging. Soon there was a lovely big hole. That's great work, Peter, said Henry. Why not show Mum? Peter toddled off. Thought Horrid Henry. Mum came outside. Ah! She screamed. Henry, how dare you dig up my flower bed? But I didn't do it, said Henry. Peter did. Don't be horrid, Henry, shouted Mum. Go to your room. Oh, it's not fair, wailed Henry. Next day, he tried again. Let's surprise Mommy and draw her a beautiful picture, said Henry. How about a big Viking ship? Yeah, said Peter. We need a big space though, said Henry. I know. Let's draw on the wall. On the wall, said Peter. We couldn't fit a whole Viking ship on this tiny piece of paper, said Henry. And just think how pleased Mum will be when she sees it. Okay, said Peter. Henry giggled and sneaked off. This time he would get Mum himself. It's not a nice thing to do. Mum, come quick! Peter's doing something terrible, said Horrid Henry. He's drawing on the walls. Mum ran upstairs. I didn't do it. My hand did, said Peter. It was Henry's idea. No, it wasn't. Don't be horrid, Henry, shouted Mum. But I didn't do anything, said Henry. You are the eldest. You should have stopped him, said Mum. Go to your room. Oh dear, poor Henry. The next day, Mum took Henry and Peter to the park. Henry felt very, very sad. He couldn't get rid of Peter, and he couldn't get Peter into trouble either. He looked very, very upset. Maybe he could push Peter into a puddle when Mum wasn't looking. Is that a good idea? No. Suddenly, a huge dog ran up to Peter. Grrr! Help! Shrieked Peter. Henry didn't stop to think. "Go away, dog!" he howled in his most horrid voice, and he jumped to scare the dog away. Peter screamed, "Ah!" Mum ran up. "Don't be horrid, Henry," she shouted. "Henry's not horrid," said Peter. "He saved me." "My hero," said Mum. Henry allowed his mum to give him a hug and a kiss. He supposed he was happy to be a hero for one day, but tomorrow, watch out. The end. So, was your recall correct? Did you remember what happened correctly at the beginning and at the end? I hope you enjoyed your story, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.